Hey, what's up everyone? So I am back out in my shop and I got a new mod for the M5 that I'm really excited for. I've been looking at this mod for and wanting to do it ever since I got the car, and I never could quite make up my mind what I wanted, but I finally pulled the trigger and the box is here. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up. I won't have time to install it tonight, but I at least wanted to open the box and take a look at it. And hopefully it'll be what I want and hopefully it'll fit. So let's go ahead, get that box opened up and see what we got. All right, so we can get this unwrapped. I may actually just unwrap about half of it just to get a good look at it and then let the rest wrapped up till I'm ready to install it, just so we have less chance of it getting damaged. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Gotta say, that's looking pretty good. Wow, that was gonna look so good. Okay, so I wasn't able to resist. I went ahead and opened the whole thing. Just had to see the whole thing. So far I'm pretty impressed. Still need to test fit it on the car. But if it fits on, I will be really happy. Finish looks pretty good. Obviously I know it's not the highest dollar front lip that I could have gotten, but for what I use this car for as a daily driver, I really don't want a really expensive carbon fiber lip on because it will get scraped. It's just the way it is. The way I drive the car, being as it's lowered, I already know this lip will be scraping at some point. So I think this will be just great if I can get it to fit. If everything fits good, it'll be just what I wanted it. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be able to get this mounted here shortly and see what it actually looks like. We'll catch you then. After about a week, I finally have time to get this lip put on. So I didn't get a video of the actual install. It's kind of hard to get on since you're working in underneath. But I figured I'd point out exactly what you need to do. It's pretty straightforward when you know what you're looking for and what you're doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go over that for you, and then I'm gonna drop it down, get it out in the sun, wash the car, and see what it actually looks like. So what I started out with here is some, you can go to your local hardware store. Picked up some machine screws. See the specs right there, 1/2 inch long. And then some nice big fender washers, 7/8 inch fender washers. So you want to make sure that it's fastened very well. You don't want to be in a situation where you have to exceed the speed limit and have this fly off on you. So you want to have it fastened very well, that it actually supports the bumper. And you also don't want it fastened in a way that it can vibrate around and potentially rub paint off. So you want it firmly attached, that there's no vibration, no rubbing of the paint. And you also don't want it flying off. So what I did here, if we look underneath, first of all, I obviously had to remove the under tray. Most of the directions you see will tell you have to take your bumper off, which is absolutely not the case. If you can get under your car, remove the under tray. You can see right here is the lip of the bumper. So you'll mock this up. If you look on the front, you want to line up this here, make sure this is flush, side to side, and then make sure everything's centered up along here. What I did is I started right here on the bolt, which would be like right here on both sides, got it centered, and then I went to the edge here, and you can flex the bumper in and out to match the edge there if you sight along there. You just want to flex the bumper out to where it's nice and even. Then I went ahead and put this screw in here, or this bolt in here. After I had those points all secured, I just went along and put the remainder in. So you can see I've got one here in the back corner. I just kind of spaced them out here all along here. You can pretty much only fasten into the edge here. The center section just kind of does its own thing. It's just flat. You don't really want to fasten that. But you can see on this side again, same thing. I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts per side. I think that should be sufficiently secured there. Everything seems nice and tight. You also want to secure it front and back to kind of give some stability from twisting. If you just have it fastened in the middle, it allows it to kind of rock, so that kind of firmed that up. Also, I put one, if I can get it here, on the angled surface here. You can kind of see here, this pulls it up right in this area and keeps this from, when your when your lip rotates, keeps it from rubbing up here, pulls everything up firm. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, probably a 20-minute project once you get the under tray off, just to get it all fit nice. You want to get that line lined up to your bumper nice. So again, I started here, fastened this, went to the outside corner, pulled the bumper. In this case, I think I had to pull it out just a little bit to line it up there. Fasten that, and then the rest are easy. Just drill your holes and tighten her down. So hopefully that's informative to you. I'm going to go ahead and put the under tray back on. Sure you're familiar with how to do that. A couple 8mm screws, pops that right on, and then we'll get it down on the ground, give it a quick bath, and see what it actually looks like. So we'll see you then.